It's the Sunday Chronicle on Stacks 92.1. It's the Sunday Chronicle. We gon' give the news and keep you up to date. From crimes to the politics, you gon' know what's up around your way. We give 2 thumbs up to everyone out here doing their thing. We gon' show mad love to all the ones working hard in communities. It's the Sunday Chronicle.
Good morning and welcome to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Jackson, coming to you from Stacks 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community because community knows what community needs. I would like to thank all my listeners and followers for being here again once on bright and early on a Sunday. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love, the support. We would not be here without you on season 3. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to look to my left, Mr. Span.
How you doing, Yanice?
Co-host. Holla at your girl.
Yeah, the sickness is going through the mitten pretty hard, and it's hit you. It's hardcore. Hit the boss on the station I work for. It's hit like the guy who the boss's boss family. Like, it's just ridiculous what's going on out there. So, you know, get lots of fluids, get lots of rest in between all the powerful things you're doing. And And don't you have a book out?
Yes, I do have a book. I'll take this shameless plug here. No. That I am now an author, and if you haven't already, please get my book, Notes from the Trail. You can get it on Amazon. You can go to my website, yaniceyvette.com, click on that, see where I'm going next, and purchase my book and soon to be audiobook. I am doing the final edit of that.
Oh my God.
And so it will be out soon. So those of you who don't like to read, then you can listen to it.
I'm definitely a listener to the bookers.
Because there's no excuse now. Everybody should have a copy. But with that, we're going to turn to why we are really here today.
Awesome.
We are here today to talk to my friend, Miss Lori Adams Simon, and she is running for the city of Lansing Charter. Okay, look, I already messed it up. The Lansing City Charter Commission. I think that's the right way to say it.
I think City of Lansing, we're going to say City of Lansing Charter Commission. That would have been fine, right, Lori?
No, actually, it's the Lansing City Charter Commission.
Yep.
Ooh, Miss Guzzi, Miss Guzzi.
Yeah, see, she corrected me on that before, so that's why I was like, oh, I said it wrong. So,
no, you're fine.
Okay, so this is our guest for today, Miss Lori Adams Simon, MPA, CDM, CTA. Look, I'm going to let her tell you what all those letters are about, because she is on fire. And I want to just congratulate you for running for the seat. But with that, I'm going to pass this to my guest and my sponsor. Miss Simon, thank you so much for sponsoring this show. And with that, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and why you are running for this charter commission.
And please, what all those letters mean, because I saw them. I was like, it's a whole paragraph of letters behind her name. Like, how many different doctoral programs did you have to be in for all those?
Right. That's why I'm like, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for having me on your show. It's a pleasure to be here. As she stated earlier, my name is Lori Adams Simon, MPA, CDM, CTA. The MPA is for Master in Public Administration. The CDM is a Certificate of Diversity Management in Healthcare from the American Hospital Association. I also have a certificate from Northwestern University in Leading Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. And the CTA actually stands for Certified Tourism Ambassador for Lansing.
Can we clap that up? Clap that up. All that education deserves some applause.
No, round of applause.
Yes, ma'am.
And so,
well, thank you.
Yes, and you have such a diverse background, Lori. Tell me about, your run and why and how this all fits together with those letters and all that good stuff.
Well, my background, obviously, is diversity education, and I've served as the director of Sparrow Health System, and my tenure ended there in 2003. I was the director of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging. Now I'm currently serving in an interim position as a Diversity of Equity, Inclusion. But really, when people ask me why I wanted to run for this position, I always said that my purpose has always been to serve others in my community. So because of this, I decided to run for the Lansing City Charter Commission because I really wanted to make a significant contribution to the city of Lansing. I felt that this is a historical election, and you needed someone with an open mind, someone who is an independent thinker, and you needed someone for this position that was culturally competent. So I thought my skill set matched with this commission, and I thought that I know that I am the perfect candidate for it. But really, I wanted to make sure that everybody in this process had a voice and their voice heard. Because the first thing we're going to have to do is educate the public about the charter. A lot of people that I approach, I go door knocking, they say, what is the charter? So you have to explain that to them. Of course, the charter is our founding document for our city, and it really establishes a framework for government, including powers of the city, structure of the government, the election process, rights and responsibilities of citizens, how we manage fiscal management, and the amendment process. And the charter actually was adopted in 1978, but it provided a provision that every 12 years the citizens can vote to open it up, to revise it. It has never been opened or revised, so you know how important this revision will be for the community. And really, everyone needs a voice because this is about public engagement. Once the 9 commissioners are elected, we would hold public sessions for the community to come in and give their input of what they want to see in the charter or what they want changed in the charter. But more importantly, we have to make sure that everyone is heard, not just a certain socioeconomic group heard, everyone in the city of Lansing who wants to participate. So the education and communication is the key for this whole process.
I think this is wonderful. Because of the diverse slate of candidates and the number that we have to vote for, or we don't have to, but we have the option to. How many is it, Lori, that we pick when we vote?
There are 36.
We have to pick from 36, but pick 9, right?
Yeah, there's 9 people that will be elected.
There's 9 seats available, and there's 36 people running.
Wow.
It was originally 47. I guess some people dropped out.
Huh.
No, actually, I don't think it ever passed. I think the original 36 stayed. I don't know that anybody.
47 from. My apologies,
right.
Lori.
No one dropped out. So.
And so you have been out here, and Lori, I see you contributing already. Like, I see your name quite a bit with functions and things. You're active with your sorority, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I see you. You were at a fashion show too. I'm like, how do you have time to run for this? I mean, but I think it's good though. people
always say this. I think the best thing about me, I've always been a connector, a networker, and I've always been out in the community, no matter what it was. I show up for people in the community. If they have events, I want to make sure I'm there to show up for them. So I have a proven track record as a community servant, and I think that my skill set would benefit this commission race.
Yes, and hats off to you, kudos to you for doing this. And so Span, I see you chiming in here. I know he has his brains buzzing over there. I can hear it. What's going on?
Well, yeah, when you think of like a founding document for this area, this was founded by a certain, let's say, certain look of gentleman that is essentially decided to put together what is the everything that we base this community off of. And the idea that we would have someone who is specifically skilled in the arena of bringing more faces and bodies to the table to allow for a more diverse outcome of opportunity for everybody, not just for a certain group, but for everybody. Because there's plenty for everybody. Right. Like hearing your background and all of those letters kind of had me like, ooh.
Yeah. It's
you don't have to be impressed by the letters. I just believe, because a lot of people have letters behind their name, but they don't have substance behind them. And I think it's important that people are culturally competent. That's going to be the key, because you're going to be really speaking to everyone in the community, and you have to meet people where they are. My ultimate goal is in the end result that we have an equitable charter for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I am so happy to see this diverse slate. So what are some of the things you would like to, besides your background, like going in, what are some of the things you feel that the Charter Commission should touch on?
Okay, well, like I said before, I I did not enter this race with an agenda. Some people do have an agenda. I don't. My thing is I'm not interested in changing the governance structure, but I'm open to that conversation. But the first question I'm always asked by many residents is, do you prefer a strong mayor or council manager form of government? Now, I've researched the pros and cons of both, but I prefer a strong mayor government. I would like to elect my CEO to the city because I believe that's more democratic. And switching a form of government based upon whether you like or dislike the mayor is a very visceral response. I think our form of governance should be based upon what works in the best interest of the city. You don't have to dismantle an entire system to have good leadership. The remedy for that is called an election.
Yes. Yes. And getting people out there, and that's what we want you to do. And Lori, we're going to talk a little bit about your campaign and, what this will mean for the city of Lansing. But we have to take a short break. But I want to remind my listeners that this is the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Jackson, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community because community knows what community needs. We'll be back after this.
At Lansing Community College, I'm learning for my future. LCC offers 1- and 2-year pathways to careers in healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and other professional trades. More than 500,000 professional trades jobs will need to be filled in Michigan by 2026. So I know I'm learning for a great career. I belong at LCC. You belong here too. Visit lcc.edu/youbelong and enroll today.
Packages start at $29.99 a month with signed agreement. Restrictions apply. Speak to a representative for complete offer details. See Vivint.com for license details. Terms and conditions apply.
Homeowners, if you're looking for the best in home security and smart home technology at a price you can actually afford, we have great news. Now you can get Vivint's award-winning home security systems starting at about $1 a day. U.S. News and World Report has recognized Vivint as the best professionally installed home security system of 2022. And right now, you can get Vivint's home security technology for about $1 a day. Plus, get free professional installation from a licensed technician. Protect your home and loved ones for as low as $1 a day. Call right now for your free home security consultation.
800-698-7191. 800-698-7191. 800-698-7191. That's 800-698-7191.
Everything is expensive right now. Gas, food, you name it. You're spending more, you are making the same or less money. So, what do? You rack up credit card debt. That's what you do. It's not your fault. It's the economy. And guess what? If you rack up too much credit card debt like some of us, you can't pay your bills. Then the credit card companies, as nice as they are, start hounding you for money. Then you start your downward spiral. A smart thing for you to do is to call the Zero Debt. They can help you consolidate all your credit card bills into one affordable payment. Millions of people have done it. It works to make you debt-free. Make this free call right now. It costs you nothing to learn more.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569.
And welcome back to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Jackson, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community because community knows what community needs. So we're talking with our guest, Miss Lori Adams Simon, and she's telling us a little bit about the City Charter Commission, and that's the city of Lansing, Michigan. Charter Commission, I know we have some listeners outside of that area, but specifically, this is the position that Lori is running for. The election is on May 7th. You can vote early. You can go to the different locations within Lansing. I believe the new voting location is on Rio Road. So there's
yes, that's correct.
Do you know the address, Lori, for that?
Yes, it's 1221 Rio Road, Lansing, Michigan, 48911. And you're able to vote early on May 4th and May 5th. That's a Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Oh, my goodness. See, that's what I needed right there. Right.
I mean, you do know you can vote absentee, right?
Yes. absolutely. No, absolutely. The absentee ballots have gone out, so those individuals, those ballots, we just want them to return their ballots.
Yes.
Yes.
And you can return them the day of the election, can you not?
That is correct, up until 8 p.m.
Wow.
Yep.
That's flexible.
But don't wait till last minute. Something may happen, so don't wait.
Don't wait. People, don't wait, because we don't want that ballot to fly out the window on the way, something like that.
We don't need no scoundrels on that commission.
No, we don't.
Zero out the mayor. Make me king.
No, we're not going to have that. We're going to make sure we have a diverse slate to represent the city of Lansing. And I'm glad to see so many people like Lori getting involved, because we need the diversity. The diversity helps to add. It helps to grow. It helps to build. If we all did the same thing, then it would just be pretty bland, right? So we need that to really continue to work and make progress towards these things.
And all the studies say, if you want better outcomes for everybody, you have to add diversity. If you, with just one group of people to be successful, but if everybody's successful, everybody is more successful than the original group that was successful. Like the outcomes improve for everybody, even the group in the highest power, when you add more diversity to your plate. So diversity. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I applaud you saying that, but unfortunately, people don't want the best outcome for everyone. Mm-hmm. And that's where diversity gets that pushback from. People who have been in power want to control things, want things status quo. They're unwilling to change, prevent people from succeeding and people from thriving in this community. Our community is very diverse. It's made up of people from all walks of life, occupations, lived experiences, and it's important now that they have that opportunity to be heard, because when people aren't heard, they get very disengaged, and we don't want that. And when you get disengaged, you have certain political outcomes when people are disengaged.
Certain political outcomes, indeed.
Yes. And I think, I'm thinking about the importance of the revision of this. Like, when it was written, right? You said it was 1978 or something like
Correct.
that? Okay.
So imagine who wasn't in the room.
Wow. I think I was just born. But
I was alive for 2 years, and I had no idea. In fact, I didn't, until this discussion showed up, I didn't even know there was such a thing as a charter commission. I just figured whatever the state constitution was, all cities lived by it.
No, we have the Home Rule Act, so cities can govern themselves. So, and don't be shocked, because a lot of people I encounter, they didn't know there was a charter. I had, the charter covers the police department, and a police officer told me that she had no idea that there was a charter.
Yeah, we need to make sure the police know there's a charter and how to serve and protect according to such.
Yes.
Well, but if they're not informing you of that and it's never been revised or opened, I have to make it very clear. This is the first time that the Charter Commission has been revisited, because the voters voted it down every year since 1978. It has been amended, but this charter is new. So there's not a Charter Commission yet until the 9 elected charter members begin their service.
Oh, wait. I have to ask, can we put a civilian review board on that charter for the police?
You actually could. Well, the police do. They have a police commission, so that was their review board. But you can have an accountability board. You can create a transparency commission where, making sure that the city is very transparent and being held accountable. There are a lot of provisions that you can add to it.
I'm
but
talking
you have
about
to understand.
Civilians.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking that too, though. But also, and the civilian board could be kind of like a community relations board.
Yes.
This is good, but and I'm sorry to cut you off. I wanted to kind of interject there. It helps to make things culturally relevant.
Yes.
Right? It helps things to be timely. It has to be relevant as far as time and the period that we're in, right? And then technology plays a part, right?
Yes.
We want to remain technologically
ideologically sound.
Yes, there we go. Because that's why Span is here. Because I was like, what's the word that I wanted?
Hallelujah.
Yes. Don't get me
Well, I'm
started.
glad you said that about the technology, because obviously the technology was not there in 1978.
Right.
And that is something about our public records. Right now, there's a provision in there that says, the public records can be viewed from 8 to 5 in the office. Obviously, that would need to be changed and updated to meet online standards and transparency.
Yes.
So, little things like that are cosmetic, you know what I mean? But there are bigger things that you have to address as well.
Yes, we have to have something that's relevant to the community that we live in, that we serve, right?
Yes.
I want to have people on there that look like me, that look like my neighbor, that look like the person at the grocery store and at the bank. I'm just saying, I don't want everybody to look the same. I'm just going to say this, and somebody might get mad, but you look at a box of eggs, right? You open them up and they're all the same. But in there, it's just so nice on Easter when, you see all the little colors inside. But stop. Okay.
You are indulging your inner child so hilariously right now. Thank you, Yanice.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
You were going to say something, Lori?
Well, no, I thought when she talked about diversity, too, in this day and age, like in 1978, think about who was in the room. But on this candidate slate, there are only 10 women on the slate.
Real?
And it's 26 minutes.
See, there we go.
Which is interesting because, of the 9 people I'm looking to vote for, not that I'm going to name names, 5 of them were women. Because, frankly, I think the patriarchy can step aside. It's been a long overdue that we have more hands on the table, especially since certain decisions that came from certain courts. I think it's time that we've had more femininity dictating where we go as far as the society.
I have a good question, and this is actually a serious one. So with this, the people that are being elected, and Laura, you are probably familiar with the term plunking, correct? Or having your vote go specifically, or not voting to make another vote hold more weight. Is that something that would apply to this this situation? Like, if I just voted for Lori, would it have more effect and be more beneficial to Lori if I just voted for you and didn't use any other vote? Okay.
Absolutely, because people don't understand. You can vote up to 9 people. You don't have to vote for 9 people, because personally, and what I tell people is my voting process. I pride myself on knowing everyone in Lansing. Of course, I don't, but I'm very social, and I'm in the community in different spaces. I'll say that. It's just not one space. It's spaces all across the greater Lansing community. And I was just shocked that I didn't know some of these people. And I wouldn't vote for people I don't know. I mean, of course, during the campaign process, you can get to know a person, you can hear their opinions, and that can, persuade you to vote for them. But if you don't know them or you haven't seen them, there's some candidates I haven't seen. And there's been several candidate forums, there's been several opportunities, but I haven't seen anything from them.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's always that, some people, they'll toss their name in the hat. They may or may not,
campaign,
interact and whatnot. But I am happy for those that show up.
Yes.
Right.
I'm happy for those.
Well, I think it's important. If you're asking for someone's vote, you have to show up.
Right.
You have to show up. You made a comment of, I saw you at a fashion show. I wanted to show up for her. That was her first fashion show. She's part of my community. I wanted to show up.
Yeah.
So when I entered this race, people were like, "Oh, someone said to me, 'Oh, you're really campaigning.'" I said, that's what I entered the race to do.
Yeah.
I didn't just throw my name in just to get, a popularity vote. I want people to know that I'm serious about this, and I want to make sure that they have the right person on the charter.
I've seen Lori everywhere. She's been everywhere. I mean, one day she's here, the next day I says, wow. I said, this is somebody that wants my vote. And so I just want to applaud you for just working so hard like you do, Lori. And even before this race, I've seen you out there. I see you. And I want you to know that we appreciate you. There's a lot of people that see what you do, Lori. And so keep doing that. And, keep setting that example for young women that look like us, older women that look like us, people in general, because to find someone with integrity, we like that. So with that, I want to say more. But I want to thank you for being here today because our time is growing short. Thank you, Lori. Thank you for sharing your platform, and thank you for sharing your background and your time with the city of Lansing.
I thank you so much for having me on your show. It was great talking to both of you. And as I always say, Simon says, elect Lori for Lansing.
Oh, I love that. Don't you love that? I love that.
Oh, Lori, how dare you be so good at this?
I know, that was a mic drop, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oh, my goodness, the virtual mic drop. And every time I see that slogan, I'm like, yes. I'll remember that. And Span, thank you again for being here. For
my pleasure.
Just doing everything that you do and helping us stay conscious of these things that are going on in our community and beyond. Just being willing and ready to speak the truth. We appreciate that. And my listeners and followers, we want to thank you for being here again today. My name is Yanice Jackson, and you're listening to the Sunday Chronicle, heard every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. This is Stax 92.1 FM, the platform for community, because community knows what community needs. Make it a great day.
At Lansing Community College, I'm learning for my future. LCC offers 1- and 2-year pathways to careers in healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and other professional trades. More than 500,000 professional trades jobs will need to be filled in Michigan by 2026. So I know I'm learning for a great career. I belong at LCC. You belong here too. Visit lcc.edu/youbelong and enroll today.
Recover Now is a national campaign aimed at the education and awareness of the devastating effects of opioid and heroin abuse and curbing drug and alcohol addiction in the United States. Recover Now is sponsored by treatment facilities nationwide. Many of them have been where you are, and they want to help by spreading a message of hope and recovery. They're working hand in hand with major insurance companies nationwide that can help you or a loved one get clean in 7 to 30 days. Recover Now is embarking on a national outreach campaign on TV and radio to promote anti-addiction messages. So if you, a loved one, or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, do not wait. A new life for you could be 30 days away. Call us right now. I promise this call can change your life. Sponsored by the Detox and Treatment Helpline.
800-209-5173. 800-209-5173. That's 800-209-5173.
You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. Well, maybe I am. If you're buying a diamond ring for your wife, it's not cool to be cheap. If you're buying airline tickets, it's very cool to be cheap and called Trip Amigo, where you can fly anywhere in the world and save up to 75% on over 500 airlines and 300,000 hotels. Plus, rental cars and vacation packages. Visit family, friends, or go on a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. Go ahead, be cheap. We have special fares we're not allowed to publish. When you book your airline reservations with Trip Amigo, you'll spend your travel money when you get there, not by getting there. Call Trip Amigo now and mention the travel code AMIGO and save even more. Call Trip Amigo now.
800-908-1833. 800-908-1833. 800-908-1833. That's 800-908-1833.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.